Hey Roomies, thanks for clocking into the Break Room Arcade. My name is Brandon Miracle.
I am Paul Anderson.
And today we're talking about Dragon Ball Super Episode 79. So obviously this is something brand new for us. We're going to start doing a weekly review, discussion of Dragon Ball Super, because we both love Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah, deep down. Way deep down.
Like below the framing down.
Yeah, right about here, so we can't see.
Alright, Paul, just like to start things out, give me your first impressions of the episode.
I wasn't sure where it was going at first. It started off kind of slow. I wasn't expecting with this arc that it would, be in one fight per episode type deal. I thought it would, kind of blow through the first couple fights, get to what we really want, which is Goku. And so, despite that, I've been really impressed with what we've been seeing on, so far in each episode.
Okay. I mean, for me, I was not at all intrigued about Boo going into a fight. My interest in Boo has kind of dipped down a lot since Battle of Gods, when he was the catalyst for Beerus' fight.
So good.
But, I really enjoyed watching him fight. I got a brand new appreciation for Majin Buu. Seeing him still have that relationship with Hercule Satan, it warms my heart, because that's one of my favorite parts of the Majin Buu arc, is Hercule and Satan is Satan and Buu becoming friends.
I think that was actually, for me, the highlight of the episode. The thing, I knew it was going down when Hercule got hurt. As soon as they showed that shot of everybody else standing back up and him still being on the ground, I knew that that was it.
You see the ferocity in Boo's face, and then he starts fighting for real.
That tighten of the glove.
Mm-hmm. You said it was like the Arthur fist.
Yeah.
I honestly wasn't entirely sure if Boo was going to win the fight. Spoilers, Boo wins the fight.
What?
Let's talk about Basil for a second here, or Basil, or however it's going to be in English.
I think Basil, but
probably Basil Lavender.
Can we take a second to talk about Lavender
and how he's yellow?
Yeah, I thought the blue one would be Lavender, and then no, surprise, yellow.
Basil's fighting style mostly revolved around kicks, and it reminded me a lot of Piccolo. But what was really cool was when the ki engulfed his feet, and then he started shooting ki blasts out of his feet. He was all like, "Oh look at these, look at. I got Pokemon shoes, Pikachu shoes.
They're pretty fly. Mine are just red. They're lame."
So, I mean, what did you think of Basil?
At first, I kind of wasn't very impressed. I kind of still not. But I liked that his style was different. I mean, it's not very often that you see a kicker, especially in Dragon Ball. Everything that comes to mind is just punch.
Another thing about Basil that really stood out to me, and really all three are they wolves?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope.
The thing I really liked about the three wolves are the fact that they're really a callback to Dragon Ball.
Right.
With anthropomorphic characters. And Dragon Ball Super's been great about Dragon Ball callbacks, and this is just another one that I really appreciate, because we always end up with the same alien fighters or the same humanoid fighters. It was cool to see just like a different species altogether step up to the plate and fight. It's as exciting to me as it was when Vegeta fought the metal guy in the Universe Tournament.
Right.
Because it wasn't something we typically see. So I appreciate that, and we get that for a couple more episodes.
I think the interesting thing about him being a kicker, and particularly being paired up against Majin Buu, was that you have, his weird kicking style, or I guess unusual style, paired up against Boo's just unusual physique,
yeah.
I guess.
His rubberiness.
Yeah, usually you have a straightforward fighter, you usually have a Goku type facing someone that a little unusual or unorthodox, and then that's the challenge, where this is, I think they had to kind of figure out how to fight each other.
Yeah.
And that was refreshing.
Let me pose a question to you then. I'm not going to throw Goku out there because that's an obvious answer. But would Gohan have won the fight against this guy?
I'm not sure. Especially not knowing what he's packing right now. I think he might have lost. It would have been a challenge.
Okay. Yeah, we really don't know what Gohan's been up to recently. But that's the next point I want to bring up, actually. Gohan's the next up to fight. And he's fighting Lavender, Lanky Arm. He's fighting Lanky Kong.
I anticipate that Lavender will be the weirdest of the three.
It seems to be that way.
He strikes me as the ability guy.
He's the ability guy from the movie villains in every movie.
And then the third one's going to be the big, strong one.
The standard kind of fighter.
Except he won't be dumb.
He won't be dumb, that's true. And we already know he's fighting Goku because it's in the intro.
I guess it is.
It is. You and I have been clamoring for some Gohan since the beginning of Dragon Ball Super. Since the Majin Buu arc, years ago. This has been something we wanted for a long time.
Forever.
What I really want to see is Gohan make it up to that level that Goku and Vegeta are at, or at least somewhere close. Like, Vegeta has recently stated that Gohan still has the most potential of all the current Saiyans.
I'd believe that.
I just don't know, like, what Toei wants to do with him. Masako has been talking about this recently. Right. And, I kind of see where he's coming from, because Gohan he's flip-flopping, man. He's flip-floppity. Abraham Lincoln's gonna show up and slap him in the face.
Hopefully. I hate to say it, but I think with his fight, I'd be fine with him losing. Now, I'm a huge Gohan fan. I've been so disappointed lately because, up through Cell games, he's my favorite character. And then you get into the Buu saga and all that, and, he just gets weak sauce.
What you're trying to say is that you're looking for him to have that catalyst, right?
Right. I think that'll be the thing that really pushes him in the actual tournament to shine.
We have had a moment like that earlier in Dragon Ball Super during the Resurrection F arc, where Gohan has to use every single last ounce of his energy just to call Goku to the fight to save them.
Right.
And he was barely even able to do that. And at that point, he realized that, hey, in order to protect my family, more so than just finance and healthy living, I have to be able to fight for them too. And I feel like that's the kind of Gohan I've always wanted. And
definitely.
I think we're headed down that path. I mean, the name of the episode even implies that Gohan's going to get his fighting spirit back. And that's going to be awesome. No more having to be Great Saiyaman in order to fight.
Though that does make for some very entertaining scenes.
It does. That fight between him and Goku was actually really hype in that episode.
That fight was too good.
Now, we do see Gohan go Super Saiyan in the previews, and I know people are still upset that Gohan goes Super Saiyan at all because of the energy release he got from the Elder Kai back in the Buu arc.
Right.
I'm going to probably go ahead and guess that has since expired, since he hasn't been fighting. And
out of practice.
Right. And another part of that argument is we don't really know if Gohan wasn't able to go Super Saiyan, or if the act of going Super Saiyan did not accelerate his power anymore because of how strong he was. We really don't know, but, I mean, Super Saiyan's back. I'm okay with it.
Same.
End of story.
I mean, I'd argue, too, that, especially in Super, they make it a huge point that you have to train to maintain. And so, if Goku can get grazed by a bullet out of, from not fighting for, a week, month, year, I don't know how much time had passed at that point, just imagine Gohan being idle for such a span of time.
It's been at least 7 or 8 years now, because we're, I think, 2 or 3 years away from the end of Dragon Ball Z, which is a 10-year gap. So what are your final impressions of the overall episode? What do you think?
There wasn't Goten.
There hasn't been a whole lot of Goten at all.
That's a discussion for another day, but overall, despite Buu being the fighter, it still managed to gain my attention and retain it. I was excited. So excited. I was feeling it.
Same for me. It gave me an added appreciation for Majin Buu, an appreciation that has been long needed. Because now, before this episode, I did not care at all that Majin Buu was on the Universe Survival Arc team. But now I'm really happy that he's on the Universe Survival Arc team.
I want to see, a relationship bud between Beerus and Buu.
That would be so adorable.
I want to see more, back and forth with them. I think that would get really good.
And they'd have a shared interest. Food.
And that could easily lead to, a bunch of ridiculous situations down the road.
I could almost see him having a better relationship with Whis. Whis could, pamper him. Because Whis likes being pampered.
Right.
But he always takes care of Beerus. And I feel like taking care of Buu would be more delightful than taking care of Beerus.
Right. I feel like Beerus is just, perpetually grumpy, where Buu, it's you give him what he wants, and he's super cheerful about it.
That's true. He's appreciative.
Exactly.
All right, with that, I think that's all we've got for this week's episode. Check us out next week. We're going to do a review of episode 80 and all the episodes going forward. This is something that we're going to enjoy doing, and we've wanted to do since... Well, what I've wanted to do since the beginning of Super. But we're here. That's what matters.
Now I'm here.
All right, Paul, any last words?
Next week...
Before I kill you?
Oh, man.
Because he's not going to be here next week.
Yeah. Next week, I will not be in this space. There might be like a picture here.
Of his face.
Or you can just use your imagination. Just visualize my face right here next to this one.
I'll will him into existence for you. If I think hard enough, just like Jalen, he became a Super Saiyan. You can be real.
Will I be a real Super Saiyan?
That's up to you. That's your willpower, not mine.
I'm gonna be a real Super Saiyan.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please leave us a like. Comment down below. Got 2 more videos. Just oh man, he's on it.
I'm on it.
2 more videos just like this one down below. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. That's all I got for you. Don't break your backs. Breaking the games. For now, break time's over.